As we've talked with many owners and many administrators, we often get the question, what is the difference between using Alchemy versus using a paper or spreadsheet based system? Essentially, they do the same thing, it seems. You can do the MAR on paper, you can do the MAR on Alchemy. You can document ADLs on paper, you can document ADLs on Alchemy. And there's a lot of answers to that question. You'll save time, money, things like that. But two concrete examples are found in the settings of Alchemy. The first one is notifications. So with paper, if your staff is not completing documentation, there's no way for you to know unless you go in and inspect it. Same thing with spreadsheets. You'll have to go in and look. With Alchemy, you can set up alerts so that if the MAR, as an example, is not documented, you can set up a alert, a notification to be sent to certain individuals. So as an example, 3 hours after, you can go to Zach, and you can change these. So maybe the best example might be to do 60 minutes after, go to Zach, 2 hours after, go to the administrator, and you can set those up according to what you need in your facility. Same thing goes for PRN response reminders. Same thing goes for care tasks, which are ADLs or shift notes, those sorts of things, as well as no bowel movement alerts. So if your staff hasn't documented a bowel movement in a certain period of time, you can get an alert for that. The other big thing is roles. So in a paper-based system or in a spreadsheet-based system, you cannot control what person or individuals are doing certain things in terms of documentation. So if I was just a caregiver on a paper-based system, I could in fact document the MAR. Or if it was spreadsheets, if I had access to the spreadsheets, I could do the documentation. In Alchemy, you can actually set up the ability to turn off access to certain individuals. So if I click on caregiver here, what's a good example? Let me go to the MAR. So they can view the MAR, and let's say they can't update the MAR records, or they can view PRNs, they just can't delete PRNs. And so you can be very specific on the things that you want people to be able to do as well as not. And so those are just two concrete examples on maybe what the differences are or some of the things that might make a digital system worth it. And I know, of course, it's really up to you guys as the owners and administrators to decide, is it worth the extra cost? And we believe it is. Thanks.